and yeah, mute desktop audio as well. Yep, just unmute the audio and swap us onto CSGO. And then you won't see CS till you click.
Counter-terrorists win.
Have you clicked back into Counter-Strike? Well, it's looking like... Yep. But then we'll have it. And then people will see what they're probably already hearing. Oh, hey. I can see it.
Alright, there we go.
Alright. We're into it. We're in a game. And I had stream audio on for a little bit because I was listening to it and it was like a weird echo. A little bit. No fancy overlay. But that double kill was nasty. It may or may not be set to X.
One heaven. One hut.
And you should also turn the... Yeah.
Or
there it is.
0, is it? There's a bind, but I like X-ray on.
Damn.
Okay. So, hey guys, we're kind of messing around with the stream a bunch. Just let us know what the issues are, and we're gonna try to fix them on the fly. Because right now we don't know what you can hear audio-wise or anything like that. So just let us know.
Alright. Another nuke game. This is not what I signed up for, honestly. But I'll
Oh,
I
okay.
actually like nuke, but
Brunt's good.
I personally think nuke is one of those maps, since this is sort of a showcase for our players who signed up. It's one of those maps that not everyone plays. Some people, in fact, never play it. So I think we're gonna see some people
Oh, legend! He just stuck it out.
that don't know maybe what they're doing, and I don't want that to reflect poorly on them. It's not because they don't know what they're doing. It's just that nuke is the place that is often
No, Burnt seemed to know what they were doing.
indeed. And this looks like the first gun round. Paternal with his signature weapon, a deagle.
He has $2,000, Paternal. How many times are we gonna have to tell you? You have to stop, and he's dead!
Oh.
Paternal! He's already probably got a spot on a team, because he's not a DE, so, I get to roast him. I love you, Paternal, but, like, buy an M4. Or a MP9. Ooh.
Oh, just unfortunate timing. And Legend is here in a 1v4 situation.
He clutched out last round.
This one might be a bit more difficult considering
A little bit.
well, he doesn't know exactly where they are, and it seems
And
like
he
he's
is
staring
safe.
at a box.
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to find the X-ray command so we can show you guys everything, or a bit more.
I think it's like toggle X-ray or something.
Let's see.
Let me Google it.
I believe it's your G key or something.
Spec
It says it
underscore
under your
show-
net graph. If
It's
you turn your
spec
net graph off, I'll be able to
underscore
see
show
it.
underscore X-ray.
Show underscore X-ray.
Spec. That's the first one. SPEC. Underscore show underscore X-ray.
What?
Spec show X-ray.
Oh.
There you go. And now we can see the
Yep,
X-rays.
there we go, boys.
They
Here we
never
go.
suspected a thing.
We're getting there, Peck.
Never knew Legend was behind his
Legend
favorite
gets
box.
to save.
Okay.
This
Let's see. what
is
Think
one of
Paternal
the-
buys another deagle.
This is a
Oh wow.
kind of interesting combine because there are some players we know at least a little bit about, like Paternal, Legend, and Monty.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen Burns around in a few of the 10-mans, although I believe he is draft eligible. And a new player to the league.
Oh, Paternal. Just
Okay,
wait
now he
a
makes it
second.
work. He's not ready for Monty up close though. And they've lost Legend. They're sort of falling apart here. Burnt's not ready for Bronzy, though. So a close player turns it into a 3-on-3. I think if they go
3v2?
forward for this AK. Oh! Bastos has
Oh.
his. Scout Pack has finished off Niferous here on Heaven Roof, and he's even got the shadow advantage to finish Bronzy, so it's into a 1-on-1, and there is no armor on Bastos, so it's sort of tough for this duel, but not tough at all. A simple headshot, and they win it. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Just a full save from the CTs turns into some nice kills. I think a lot of that had to do with positioning, and didn't really seem like the T's knew how to come back together toward the middle of the round when their teammates were dying.
Yeah. When we were looking at that Elite game that was a Microsoft PowerPoint, I was sort of like, I felt like I was being a little bit harsh on some of the players in my own head. I was like, these guys are like pretty good, but I'm seeing the mistakes. But then here, I'm surprised at the level of these players who are just in Prospect. They really seem to be putting it in, just both mechanical, aim-wise, and then also just their team play is not bad, even though there are definitely mistakes that come in, given that it's just a 10-man.
To your point, I would say a lot of those issues that you're talking about are mistakes that you see happen. It's not really a level 1 thing or a level 10 thing or a prospect or an elite thing. That's just individual players are always going to be on different levels of learning or ability in the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So everyone makes mistakes is probably the easier way of saying what I was trying to say, regardless of your experience or skill.
Well, a plant on B and Eagle Rav has, or Mega Lariv? I'm gonna go with Mega. I'm just gonna call him Mega. Mega pushed forward on ramp to get that one. At the same time, they sort of gotten all of this area underground, and so Niferous just has to save.
Yeah, I think especially for the prospect division, one thing you'll notice is individual plays are usually the difference between the round win and loss, not as much as the team play, especially when this is a 10-man, glorified 10-man essentially, or a pug. Most of the people don't have practice with each other, so individual plays should rule what we're seeing here.
Yeah, the fact that we are streaming this makes it very glorified.
I guess you could say that.
Good close smoke. He's just playing the gap, waiting for an over-aggressive peek. I like this from Scout.
Oh,
Monty onto Paternal, getting a little bit of revenge, maybe from when they played before. And Burns, an instant double. They were trying to push ramp there, weren't they?
I would be surprised to see the CTs bringing this one back.
Yeah, Niferous might just have to save again and hope that his team's got some cash, but he's being surrounded. Monty should have him through the window, yeah. Welcome to CSC, says Monty.
But finally should be able to... Oh, it looks like they're going to just save one more. Their money is a little tight, around 3.5k.
Yeah, they were buying some deagles and things where maybe they didn't need to. But here they've all gotten a respectable amount of money in the bank account.
And I would like to see a lobby crunch of some kind. Something where all the players can come in the middle. First get the first.
And now
does he know that
he's got it? He's got it. Yep, loses it out. That's an AK gone. Bastos. He's just oversprayed it a little. Got that recoil going and couldn't tap at that point. So he's on out here. The 2 pistols probably going to look to retrieve that gun. Little did they know the bomb is still left at that entrance to lobby. They should hear Cosmosis going over to grab it, but instead, they're creeping up forward. Like they want to
Kind
put
of
a
a
couple
role
bullets through the
reversal
mini
almost,
smoke.
considering
Yeah.
the CTs are kind of playing like Ts. They're trying to
They've got
retake.
lobby, they're trying to
info.
like get mini and have A site, but T's can just go B.
Just unfortunate timing, but it might come back if the
Ooh.
deagle is a little bit better.
He had to get
Spray.
off that ladder quicker, but didn't want to make noise. Gave him time to get up close, and so he's finished off. And it's 4-4 now.
Pretty even game.
Paternal!
Paterno is he's full bot. He's got full nades and a deagle.
He had money though. He should.
Yeah,
Did he
he's-
drop someone?
selfless is the word I think we should be using here.
I-
You're just not appreciated.
Okay. Well, he's going for an aggro play, and honestly, getting up close to an op when you have a deagle, kind of an no.
Or a
Paternal,
knife.
don't try to do this to him. Don't try to knife him. Okay, he's backed up to long range. Sees him on the
Oof.
jump spot. A great play from Scout. Packs Paternal into a body bag and sends
and
him
another.
home with a second onto the garage player. Now
Brings a
he can scale
5v3
outside. Yeah, they
into
brought Bomb with them.
3v3.
Paternal a little over aggressive, and then gave Scout the confidence, though Monty's confidence stripped away. He's pushed a little bit too hard there. Bronzy spots 2 cross, but he's just gonna calm it to his team and let him play this retake B. Scouts come down secret. They can plant safe. Niferous get down the vent, and it's all about surviving and getting into good spots for the team, because it's real awkward trying to get out of these corners. Scout pack completely surrounded. That's a 3rd kill. Oh, he could be on for an ace if he just hits that one. Now he just has to live. Oh, Scout, you can't win this one like this. You have no bullets left. Even time on the reload. Up close, quickscope not going to connect. And the time, it's close, but I believe with the kit, Bronzy has it. Oh, I believed.
A little shake from our observer. An unfortunate occurrence, but these rounds are still really close. Even and very back and forth. Even if it's a 3v5 and you think one team that should win the round, sometimes that's not always the case. You know? A lot of drama, and that's why we watch the combines.
Colonel making his deeg work. It seems like it's always a 50-50 with him. Scout has an op in his hands. And Cosmosis has grabbed one too. It's interesting though, because they've sent enough people outside to just get aggressive. Get your feet chopped off. Monty, that's a teammate.
He's a little
Just
concerned.
appropriately to take Legend out of there, killing his own general manager.
Sometimes your teammates get a little chippy with you at the jump boss.
Niferous,
Oh,
he's got his one instantly headshot, and Bastos, MB,
Bastos.
Bastos.
Yes.
Bastos, last one alive with the op, trying to make a clutch of work,
Gets
kind of
one.
like Scout did. Oh, Scout, that miss is rough. He's got to get out of heaven one way or another. The flash will be how. He keeps his safety just jiggling smartly. Oh, but if he peeks here, it's going to be a little bit too dangerous. But Bastos decides he's not one for this challenge, would rather have an op
He
in
wants
the
to
next
take
round.
the fight to him. Unfortunate.
He
Yeah, I
just
like the
took too long
patience.
adjusting.
I like the patience of Scout, knowing not to peek. Or
I mean,
There's no
after
reason
he
for him
hit
to
those
commit.
crazy shots in that one round, I thought he'd be peeking everything, but
it shows good patience on a player. It
Yeah,
seems
that's
play
good.
with discipline. And actually, I liked the play from Bastos as well. Since this guy's just gonna jiggle me, well, I'm gonna take the fight to him. See how he likes it.
3v3 rush outside. Niferous instant headshot with the MP9 and even more pushing forward. Out has grabbed one. He goes for the jump spot that we saw him do before. And that costs him everything. Cosmos
Chaos
only
and
gets one.
yard.
Out of this chaos will arise one team, and Burns wants to make it the T's. All 3 to his name. Yes, Mega does drop. That's a price that Burns will happily pay to get a little bit of a highlight and to get
Just
his
a
squad.
Schoolyard
That's
brawl. Let's just meet outside. We'll see who wins in the end.
Just meet outside. You bring your friends, I'll bring mine.
You ever been a part of one of those, James?
No.
You don't.
I have
You're more of a
never
lover than a
fought
fighter,
someone.
for sure.
Someone tripped me once in PE class, and I was sad about it for a little bit, and then did nothing.
I bet James would have said, "I'm sorry for getting tripped," for sure.
Oh,
Almost
Festus.
as nice as Bestus was there.
I like how he understands that he should not commit to a spray there. His aim's not fully on, instead just tapping him away.
And he's going
Second-
for a third.
Right on the head. He's just like, he's doing the Astralis thing where you burst right at the neck. Monty has gotten out. But with the bomb lost, it makes sense that they're all just sort of leaving him. They're all heading towards outside, worrying that that's where he's from, but eventually they have to be cognizant of a rap like this Niferous is. He's ready. He's close, and he beheads him. Clean one. Astos, a nice multi there in secret. Even has an op. And his squad, I mean, if they can come away with these last few rounds, I would say this is a successful CT half off of how awkward it was for a bit.
Do you see any patterns or anything you'd like to push out there, Kirby? I know you've been observing, but any tendencies you think either team should punish for a tactical point of view?
It seems very brawly, like you said. They haven't really done any 5-min pushes anymore, or like flashes into ramp and peeking.
Yeah.
So
Seems that
if
they
just
like
work
to fight
together-
for the outside control a lot.
Yeah, outside
both
control is working for T's though, usually.
Yeah. Oh!
Ooh.
Bastos gets
Scared.
away,
Bastos
and he
scared
might be able to.
himself off.
Sometimes that's the
There's
play.
a ramp flash. Oh no,
Oh.
it's a team flash on ramp.
Oh, and they line up
Oh no.
for DH Bronzy. He hasn't seen that much action, but he was ready.
That was rough. The team flash, and then it gave away the fact they were pushing, and then they lined up.
Oh,
Osmosis has
and
one.
the timing.
Legend's right up behind him. We'll see if this is the legendary Legend Peak. Dead Niferous. Snipping that player out from hell. And so Scout left up.
So they did the
In
push.
Scout
then, they
Pack
pushed it out.
151.
Yeah, they
He can
did.
do this.
Maybe that's why they haven't gone. You know, they
Bronzy's too good.
they knew this was happening. I knew we shouldn't have pushed ramp.
Oh, the
Awkward
railing.
angle.
Yeah, that's a tough one. The blood splatter.
The little
I-
the fence or whatever that is. I was
Yeah.
blocking some of those bullets there. And vision.
Ooh.
Oh, I think those are deagles. Can't forget those are deagles. Everyone gets one,
Gotta love the Deagles.
except Cosmosis. He says the P250 is a better gun, which it is.
Okay, Paternal's picking it up for him. Because he's Paternal.
He's on a full buy. The rest.
What the?
Oh my goodness! I was just about to say this is why he picks up a deagle, but instead Megalorab.
And
hits
now
him
they're out on
nasty with
Bronzy.
the-
Bronzy probably wishing he had a rifle here instead of a sniper.
or a
It's
deagle.
real awkward.
Speaking of.
Oh, but I
Oh,
love
but he
the
doesn't
smoke
need it.
play. It's so smart. He just buys even more time. Now he can get inside the smoke,
Oh,
shoves his butt out the other side, and gets shot
Bastos.
because of it. And he's given up an op to Scout, who's gotten one. Maybe he wants to redeem himself for his attempted ace clutch before.
Legend.
Legend. Oh no, Legend so close. Legend
You s-
wasn't ready, but neither was Scout.
Legend was thinking about knifing him. Is my
No,
odd
no.
thing.
Legend
You don't
was
think so?
definitely just going to, like, go
He pulled
quickly
out the
into B.
knife though. I
He was
swear he was.
trying to go B to get there quickly to stop the plant.
Maybe
No
you're
shot
right.
Legend's that toxic. Okay, he's pretty toxic.
Knifing isn't toxic. It's part of the game.
No, Legend's wholesome.
Oh.
Woo.
Okay.
Arnold. A nice D kill.
Oh.
Unable to get that second. I keep thinking, you know, he could have hit that same shot with a rifle and gotten the second kill if he had a rifle. And then he wouldn't have lost things like his kit or the head armor that he didn't need, but still bought anyways.
Maybe that's what a weak-minded rifler like yourself would say. But
But the
Eternal's
Chad
built.
Deagler.
Eternal's built a little bit differently than you, so I disagree.
Damn. I keep going at him, but it's not a huge deal. It's just I think he can be even better. I want him to.
And Bronzy's
Okay,
looks like he's
Bronzy's
gonna
got
get
his
more
signature
challenge. He's gonna give that up.
Oh, I love this. Okay, you can tell Bronzy's a pretty smart ramp player by the way he just backed up there.
Oh,
He called his teammate Niferous in, but Scout headshot him anyways, and now it opens all the way up for the wrap. And the fact that both players
they're
went
ring
into
around the
lobby,
Rosie.
ring around the
Pushing-
Rosie. Oh,
Pushing
man.
to radio behind, but they're also going behind. The hell to
Scout
heaven.
has up ladder. If Burns gets this kill,
Oh!
he gets this double. And I say it is an easy cleanup because Scout has his flank. Close as can be at the half. 8-7.
8-7. I love to
Team
see it.
Bastos, they're a little bit ahead, but on the CT side, you sort of expect a little bit extra.
And I've been pretty impressed with Burns. He seems to be in the right places at the right times. And we love to see those.
Definitely
packed.
love to see it.
We see a few players not buying in the pistol round. Those are one of my trigger words or happenings. It's not the right term, but if you're not going to spend your 800, when are you going to spend it? You know?
Oh, paternal punish for the door. Does Moses up a bit too close, and Monkey has to try to win the fight, but instead it's Mega and Scout. They've rotated in and gone huge with Burns up in heaven. There it is. CTs win the pistol. Instant tie-up.
Sometimes you can play with the door a few times, but you get punished if you do too many. And that was a crisp one tap with a P2000, which I don't see many people use these days.
Yeah, I used it a little bit. I was a big fan of Mouse Sports when they picked up Woxic. He was a P2000 user.
Do you also use a Woxic Sense?
No.
You're not a fan of moving slightly and spinning around in a circle?
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of like the wrist only aim. I feel like that's how you get carpal tunnel.
Yeah, I do. I put a relatively low sense, but I haven't used more recently. That might be my old age.
Okay, boomer.
Just an easy cleanup by the CTs.
Megalorav.
I think this is the one thing I would like to see change in all combines. You know, when you're saving and you have really bad money, you can't play default. You can't play standard unless you want it. Unless there's a specific reason why you want to.
Yeah, if the other team is always pushing in, then it's sort of a, oh, okay, let's just sit back and wait for them. But even then, you might as well like stack up somewhere. Have like 3-4 people just sit in trophy room or something. Alright, even without the full set of outside smokes, they can get across. Jumping past.
Should have info, because they were not being quiet about it.
Yeah, Scout should understand this. He looks for fights, but turtles are close. Paternal overpeaks this. That could be his life because he's stuck there with no util, but Bronzy can bail him out. Mega taken out of the round, and Scout even getting tagged up.
And I'm unsure of what their plan is here because the bomb's still outside. They do have Bastos down on B, but how are they going to get an opening to actually bring the bomb to the bomb site?
Ooh, maybe Nifris just walks in to get this opening. But there's a top hut player, Nifris. There's a top hut player, but he's gone around him. Fought Cosmos instead, but lost out the duel. Bronzy at least can slip in and trade that out onto Cosmosis.
And Bastos is
here,
still on B, so this
He's
might
gotta
be...
find a way to regroup with his team.
Just
Can't regroup with Bastos because he's dead, and now his teammate is as well. Team Burns, they got 10, and maybe they just try to sweep coming into this next half.
Yeah, and it certainly seems like the CTs have a pretty good setup there. I think it was just unfortunate timing for them to even get into hut to kill the hut player, but overall the T's don't really seem to be working off a strict plan, just kind of running
spray
around.
Control. Scout Pack shown his fundamentals. He's not just an offer. Pretty nice. Megalorav gets his. Scout Pack looking around. When they hear it, they're gonna deal with it.
Yeah, and they're
I'm loving this.
Team Bastos's ecos have really been. I'd be the last two against pistols. They haven't gotten a single kill or bomb plant, which on nuke it is hard, but I'd like to see him at least maybe try to pick someone. But it looks like ramp rush is the call of the day.
Rest in peace.
Monty swings into 5. Unfortunate. Happens.
Burns a little too aggressive. Gives this 3-on-3 up. Cosmos is already low. He's gonna keep that nade. Nice one from Legend. They even have a single door smoke. They can get into this site. Plant that bomb down. I love the util usage on this exec, but they've got to get into good positions before they fade. They look to be pretty set now. Scout Pack and Megalorev gonna, I guess, give this one a try. Nice kill onto Paternal means that now, in a 2-on-2, they can definitely try this. Bronzy is just tucked. Smoke on bomb misses. The CTs do not. Nice shots.
And just like a
defuse, and that is round 11. 12.
Nice retake, and I think maybe a bit over aggression from the T's. They had bomb down. They didn't need to necessarily take a lot of those fights, but I can understand getting pressured as a lot of noises being made. Smoke was going down. It sounded probably like they were a little closer than they were. But if ramp does not succeed, then outside we must go, I believe is how the saying is.
Outside it works. Not 50% of the time.
100% of the time, 20% of the time.
Yeah. 100% of the time it works.
But they do have an even trade outside. It's 4v4. And they have positioning towards secret. Now it's a 3v3. Bronzy gets a pick lower, so I think the bomb should be making its way toward B. They have a lot of control. It'll be interesting to see if they can finish this and get Monty out of his spot. Control is such a strong area to control for both teams.
That's why it's called control.
Indeed, that's why I said it twice. And they get out of decon.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh. And I think that should be the round for the tease.
Cosmosis kind of wants this, but he can get it on the back.
Doesn't check the right, and
I'm
that's
impressed by Bastos.
it'll be interesting to see what the play is. So they've went ramp, they went outside, they've done it twice. Or rather, they've done those two back to back, and both times they're going together as a team, which I like those plays. I like a lot of group mob mentality fights because who doesn't love a good trade?
Exactly. Who doesn't love a good mob mentality? Who doesn't love a good witch trial? I mean, good trading. Oh, nice trade
Good
there.
trading.
Niferous gets bronzy. Close smoke, but not close enough. The flash is what lets him cross, though. Means Legend can get across. Niferous a little bit later, maybe just looking to lurk outside Bastos. Here's the shots, but can't even fully locate the silencer, so he's just gonna get out of there. The T's are just sort of all over the place, but if one of them finds an opening, it's 3-on-3 and we're in business.
Bastos somehow gets down the vent with the bomb, and this should be the T's final destination.
It should be. They've now got all three here. Monty's here. He missed with the op last time, but now he's got a rifle. He can try to tap him down, dodges away from the flash. Good damage. The close players gonna make it awkward to get out. Niferous hits him in the head. Legend grabbing one, and Cosmosis again in a clutch.
And he has a lot of a kit. This is very doable 1v2, especially with one of them being half HP. Both of them being very low now. And comes down to the 1v1. Does he make the right read? He has a lot of tools at his disposal, but he's making some noise, and it looks like fortunate.
If he tapped it there, could have had it. Or if he was a little bit quicker, but Niferous sort of on his trail, sniffing it out the whole time. Sniferous.
Sniffers. Okay.
Combines are also a nice low-pressure casting environment where I just make puns.
Okay. And Scout Pet looks like he's here at M4. Maybe this looks like a miss by considering the rest of his teammates are saving. Unfortunate. But this is
he
the
makes a
T's
difference.
chance.
Oh, but Bastos missing his shot.
And this is a stark contrast to what we were saying on the Bastos' team, where their ecos have not really been as successful, but excuse me, Team Burns, as you see, they get a 5-man standing almost save just with one gun on scout.
Yeah, I don't like to highlight negative things, but whenever I see something negative, I just gotta tab out and write it in my scouting sheet. I kind of like this lower tier prospect because, like, the team building aspect of it, there's a lot of variation in players' like experience levels and skill levels.
Game knowledge is a big deal too. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get to sort of like try to find the best ones and build a team.
Yeah, this is a conversation I was having with some other people that were even suggesting combines be changed to a short match, and I just don't think it's as fruitful when you're looking at evaluating players, because watching these games, those who are scouting, GMs, AGMs, should not just be taking a look at mechanical skill, but also how they play the game, if they're buying at the right times. A lot of these can just be indicators, even without listening to the comms and being in the same room, that you can just tell by watching.
Oh, Nick just turns his back. Barnes punishes him. They might not be ready for the same spot, but he's aiming on the body, not the head. Eventually, his bullets go wild, and Burns picks up the kill.
And I think just overall, the biggest difference between these two teams is Team Burnt seems a lot more in sync with each other. Not necessarily like they're better at the game or anything like that, but just they're playing more of the same game
Mm-hmm.
together. Their ecos look more coordinated. Their buy rounds, their holds have been more successful, and
Yeah, I think like Niferous Bastos have been doing solid as individuals, but like Burnt's Mega and Scout are all very, very solid right now, and they're playing together really well.
mhm. And a lot of the T side rounds on this half have been kind of scattered. A lot of the players doing their own plan. Probably don't have a unified voice or leader, and that's something to think about as well.
Yeah, drafting for in-game leaders is important. That can sort of be a curse that plagues many teams.
Yeah. On the same good by GLing, I think it's important not necessarily that the person be always vocal, but that everyone has the same trust in them
Yeah,
that
it's
they're willing
about
to
having
do.
a direction every round
Hmm.
and trusting the direction.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to micromanage, but, you know, you can have many different calling styles.
Unless you're Kirby.
I mean, yeah, Kirby's gonna micromanage, but that's what makes him good at Counter-Strike and good at observing, you know? It's like moving chess pieces on a board.
He muted us, that's why he's not responding. uh, and I fully expect Burns to close out here. This will be the last buy round, and they should have a pretty good buy round going in with a lot of util, but I haven't been super convinced of them being able, as a team, not individually, but as a team, to take space, and that's the
Yeah.
one part I think that could be
Scout's
really
got 30
difficult.
kills. Monty's just pushing.
And just another brawl, but this time it's in ramp. Oh,
Oh,
Scout is caught rotating.
I'm kind of glad that they fight them, but I think it's also the fact that they fight into two players that are pushing, and they're also not like pushing into Scout or Mega, because that would be a very tough fight. Like Cosmosis is solid, but he's not hitting the kind of crazy shots that Scout and Mega have been hitting, but also Niferous. Niferous, sort of the hero of the T side, though, Burnt's the hero of this round. Swings for his double. I'm trying to give some analysis, but he is the clutch minister.
He's trying to win the round.
Oh, beautiful. Solid work. I love Scout,
Scout and Mega,
Mega,
30
both with
kills.
30 burns, showing his impact as well. Niferous on the other side, though, guy we got to give a shout out to. Speaking of shout outs, thanks to our sponsor. No, just kidding. I'm
All
gonna
right.
go try to find us another game. Let's check Elite.
You guys are muted for now. Ooh.
And Triton. All right. We've got an elite game, and we actually get to see the knife round now. Just kind of hype.
You have any particular knife round strategies any of you guys enjoy?
Well, my teams, usually the strategy is to lose knife round.
I see.
But ideally,
Solid.
we're supposed to stick together and just try to get guys in 2v1 so that we can red them.
You just 1v1 someone. Left, right?
That's
What about
the
you,
left,
Kirby?
right on the
What's your
1v1.
what's your go-to knife round?
Okay, sorry. Go to knife then? Oh, it has to be left, right. You just gotta time
Left,
it
right. Just find
Yeah.
the straggler.
Yeah.
Take
or
him out.
Or try to right and then run away quick.
Yeah.
I love the just stab and run.
Yeah. Ooh, is that Triton? I remember.
Triton
Yeah, we got
indeed.
Triton in here.
Okay.
So yeah, if
Triton,
you,
Superman, and Grill are all players that have played
Okay.
before that I know, but good amount of
And
new people. I love
finally
Party
not
Otter.
nuke. Not nuke.
Oh, wow.
This looks like an A ramp pop with no flashes, so it's just gonna be running out. My favorite.
Grill didn't buy, and Party Otter has a flash ready. They're not even looking at him, so the flash doesn't mean anything. He can't hit the player who's running past.
Just unfortunate. It happens to the best of us, so I wouldn't worry about
the guy
it too
not
much.
looking at you just running is so hard to hit.
Indeed, those
And
are
then that
actually the
gives
hardest
away his
shots to hit.
position, which is just unfortunate.
Oh,
At
and
least
Zachy
his
Beat is
teammates
in
are
a
here.
2v1.
Yeah. Maybe he can make it a 1v1 if he gets a fight onto Superman. He does,
Oh!
looking for the shot, and that pulls Trashy off the bomb. Clutching
think
that one out. I thought he had a kit. I thought he was sticking it. I thought he had it.
In that situation, I think you tap the bomb once you find out where he is. The guy he's defusing definitely needs to get off, try to help his boy out.
I mean, if he had a kit, maybe he could have stuck it.
Yeah, that's true. I don't remember if he had a kit, so circumstances kind of changed, but there was a lot of time, I believe. So.
Mm-hmm. They could have pulled off this one.
Oh,
Though fighting up his Party Otter, shot through the wood. You're to blame.
what a shot!
What a shot. What a
What a
shotgun. 1-for-1s all up in those apartments. The Navy's snuck out of con and been able to spray Triton in the head. LXA as well. These no head armor players really struggling.
Superman is alone on ramp, pretty strong position to play this 1v3 out, provided
Got
he
the
can get
MP9.
a
If he
free
had an
kill.
op, I'd say he wins this right here, right now. He has an MP9. He does win the first duel, though, and doesn't take damage. Flash close, LXA sort of fighting him. There's a smoke, but he's in front of it. Kills
And
the
he's-
lit player, and it's a 1v1 with LXA, who's going to tap the bomb and look to swing right side, but he's shot in the head, down to only 30 HP. The second tap as he runs up close, and Superman wins the 1 versus 3. Sorry, folks, he can't draft this guy. Spence has already got him under lock and key, and I've already kidnapped him onto my ESCA team.
Well, I think he played that really well. He also found incredibly lucky timings there. They had their nades out, trying to retreat, getting the bomb. And, you know, sometimes all you have to do is hit all your shots. It's just that easy.
Whoa, it's just that easy?
It's just that easy.
I just have to hit my shots?
Just hit your shots.
You're telling me I could have been good this entire time?
If you
If I
hit
just
all
hit
your
my
shots, you'll win a lot of clutches. So that's my pro tip for you.
Ooh.
Or just one deke someone off. Top mid, 2 cat.
Right? A little awkward up close with LXA. Now Triton's the one that comes out looking worse for wear. Still dancing
remember,
around the
where is
site.
he?
Potty Otter is
Say
an
it 5 times fast.
underpass. And now Party Otter has gotten up con. If he gets this lit player, if he sees his head over top,
Oh,
that could lead him into something, but instead, Kami has to clutch now. An AK is a great weapon for the job. And he's gotten the first kill. Planter Grillmaster just sort of stuck there, and with his teammate headshot, all onto Kami to just hold his
Oh.
position, but Grillmaster, he holds his nerve, picks his time, and picks up that round.
It's an eco. It looks like 3 nades. Might be a nade stack for a ramp. That's what our observer is telling us.
Oh, there's one.
Quite late.
Two.
Unfortunate. I know you wanted to see it, but sometimes it doesn't happen the way we want to.
Oh well. Honestly, LXA, really crispy aim. I've played with him in some 10-mans. Big fan of the shots he can hit.
Yeah, and he seems to be using that this game. Oh, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Everybody getting torn apart. Superman and Trashy left alive. Superman gone.
Ooh.
Trashy's hit Deeg. He's even gonna get into window to have this AK. And an early fight onto LXA. Goes the LXA way.
But overall, pretty clean. Pretty clean run.
Pretty clean, I do say. Okay, the Damascus Steel. I'm pretty sure it's just a dinosaur claw, according to my friend. The Talon Knife Damascus Steel. I don't know why I felt the need to comment on that. Ooh, a lot of fights. Everybody taking the fight to him, and Superman's picked up an AK. They've gotten this mid-control. Grillmaster's gotten out A and killed Party Otter. That name is so fun to say. And with Otter gone, it means A site's open. They want to cross the triple, and that means that Superman gets to have the fight that he wants. Taking out Grillmaster is a little bit too overzealous. Trashy, some might call that overzealous, but he is just full of confidence, peeking up close for these fights, knows that one is lit, but he still goes down. LXA gets the first kill, gonna flash himself forward, but Superman dodges back. 1-on-1, LXA jumps up, and Superman knocks him down. A 9-3, that's a 3 KD start, as he gets a 4K and clutches that round out. Superman looking hot to trot. Kind of like how last season, this guy was really good in Combine. Out to just be okay. No, he's actually cracked. He just, like, had a really rough start of the season and then was gone for the latter half. Noah, if you rewatch this VOD, I want you to know that I love you, and I hope you win Elite this season.
And I kind of like this setup, but if they throw proper utility, it's going to be a little bit rough to hold. And Superman has top of mid, so they probably know this is coming, or some form of an A hit.
Oh yeah, that is some absolute kill right there. But
Oh,
Saki B, this is like a Mikey Z clone or something. That is a, oh man, the shot that he
nasty
hit.
1D.
That's nasty.
And this will make the hold a little bit harder to hold, unless you hit shots like that.
Maybe seeing a Deagle on the other side of the map kind of turns it alert. And you keep A presence because they've kept 3 players here and they've shut it down. Zach, the only one left. And he gets spotted by Superman, tagged up, finished on off. Well, they've immediately brought it back, 3-3. Getting a close Mirage game. Party honor. Tagged out of the window, Superman. Making fights. Not hitting his shots, but he's keeping his life and facilitating his teammate to push up. Now he jumps up top. Yes, his teammate will go down, but got extra helpers to seal the deal. Pretty solid round. Can I just say the Party Otters kind of sounds like a dope name for a team?
That does sound like a pretty good name. I'm not, you know, names are really dependent on what you're interested in, but I do like the funner ones more than the...
There are a lot of party name
serious
teams. There's the Party Astronauts, Party Parrots team coming from CSC. And just coming soon is the Party Otters. Party Otter. Oh, jumping up to that position. Right, but Kami can swing for the trade. Now it's just A-site, activate. We've pulled the connector player's attention. They have to deal with Triton on default. And they're not ready for his swing there. Finally, though, traded back. And it's 2-on-2. Superman smoked off here in jungle. Can't do anything to contest this plant. And they've even killed the cat player. Trashy going down. And Navy, a beautiful headshot there. 3-piece total in the round. Team LXA, we're tied again, 4-4. And the buys just keep coming. The gun rounds keep coming. Superman on $11,000. So you know what they're doing. That's right. Another full rifle round as we go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
And I'd love to see the T's be able to take a little bit more map control. Maybe even fight for mid. Doesn't seem like that's the case. Looks like a slow default. Underpass crawl.
He's gonna watch for this, but his teammate covering him falls and con. And then they peek him. Mid setup falls apart. Now the A player gone, and things are looking a little rough here. Man, gotta get your gun out real quick. He does. He can adjust to kill Navy. Trashy up on Cat, his nated to make his presence known. And Superman, he's peeking everything. Finally re-peeks into his death, and Trashy not ready for 2 mid players.
And maybe I was wrong about their mid control. Because they did get it. It's just not the way I thought. Originally looking at the map, it was going to pan out.
Yeah, they sort of took their time and sent the majority underpass. Maybe a little lucky that they won both of their duels, but confidence is key.
Well, like I said, key to winning is hitting your shots.
Well, they hit their shots there. The rush shut down these pistols. You can see the initiative taken. A little bit more here in Elite compared to in Prospect.
Oh. Smoke goes a little wide.
A little bit wide. Superman tries to swing wide and gets no scope through the wall.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Well, finally 2 rounds in a row. Finally one team has gotten 2 rounds. It's taken us this long.
And it looks like one more save. Looks like we're gonna see a 7-4
Likely.
in just a bit. Unless
Superman is pushing underpass. He is the 10-man / combine god. And his team is falling apart.
he does have a good position in underpass if they don't check it.
But the problem is there's someone coming up behind. LXA. Oh, and he's making footsteps. Superman. 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 Superman! Oh, no! Rest in peace, Superman. Noah hits the deck. And the bomb planted. That first missed shot.
Like I said, sometimes sometimes when they're turned and not looking at you is the hardest.
He didn't want to try to quick scope him, or he wanted to quick scope because he was worried the scope noise would be heard, but then he fired before it was fully accurate.
Just unfortunate, but he recovered.
Yep.
And
Good work.
now we get into our buy round. See a double up come out. I wonder where these ops are going. I would assume one mid, one
One mid,
toward
one A.
And that does seem to be the case. He's trying to lose his duel to LXA.
That's rough. Peek and A main. Up against LXA.
But they had the double up again with the Kami picking it up.
I mean, with how many fights Team LXA has liked to take, just sitting back with ops kind of makes sense. Trashy, though.
Got a lot of information. Knows that they're not B main. Was able to get one from underpass. And now they have that confirmed, but it's gonna be a rough retake. It might be worth saving.
See, though, maybe some damage from Trashy. Could be nice.
Could be nice in a 1v4 situation. Doesn't seem like the T's know where he is yet, but they will probably clear him, especially when it's a 4v1.
Ouch.
Oh.
Headshots are swift. But just one.
If you could have found that kill, maybe something could happen there.
Maybe.
We're gonna see probably another save or perhaps a force. Trashy with the XM. Where does he choose? Has the biggest gun on his team. Where does he choose to go? A rush,
I like
a ramp
rush,
with it. And Grill's not ready. And I don't blame him. Who expects the XM push?
I feel like I only expect that if I'm playing against Kyle and Obo.
The shotgun masters, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that netted them gun, but it looks like they're going to probably see this round unless they can get a really clean opening.
Oh no, the jump spot, but there's a close player.
Oh,
Tommy at least gets that one. Trashy. Trashy's looking to do even more damage, but now he's somehow the only player alive for his team. They've lost everybody else. He's able to scrounge up top. What a close terrorist will mean he goes down. And a solid one, reaching 9.
I think CTs really need to try to get these last 2 rounds. Even though it is a pug, and sometimes the Mirage can be T-sided if you get the momentum. Generally, the map will be CT-sided, and 11-4 is a bit rough.
Honestly, I think they just need to either have some individual step up, you know, let Superman win a 1v3 again or something. Or they just pull out a couple of gimmick plays, win these few rounds, then their individuals can step it up on T side, where it is a little bit more individual oriented. Let's say, ooh. He's ahead but doesn't hit it. Triton hits that one onto Grillmaster. And with Grill gone, these last 3 Ts have got to choose a place and go.
And they do have a double op setup on T side and CT side, so all of this will be down
Awkward.
to positioning.
Yeah, and the op v op fight, sort of, you want to be in a better position because anyone peeking in is going to be real slow with that op. slow and steady into B here. As things have gone quiet, they gotta realize they're grouping to somewhere, and the nade,
Might be able to hear that.
you might, but Kami's all the way back here at
Oh,
jump spot.
tries to kill Zera's shot.
Doesn't hit it, but instead scopes in around that default pillar.
But
Grabbing
I
himself
think he's
one,
done
10
enough.
seconds left. Yeah. Back up first. Cannot get the bomb down, and Party Otter can trade. A nice one from him. With one more round here in this half, if they can get this one more, then we're competitive.
Alexei really buys the double up again. That's what hunkered them down last round.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and Grill. He fights a little aggro at mid. Gives away his life. Alexei, though, he's got snappy aim. With the op, it's just accentuated so much more. The thing is, you can't really go it alone when you haven't really hold too many angles, so he jumps into a crosshair, dies out. Maybe a nice shot. It leaves the rest of these CTs sort of segregated, not able to play super together, but doesn't matter when Triton hits a shot like that. Good quick one to get the connector player. They are rotating bomb into B, which is smart, because they know there's got to be at least 2 towards A. And now slowly grouping into apartments, they're going to take things that way. Will Superman rotate in time?
Seems like they're just gonna hold their spots. Oh, he's getting an inkling now. And he might get the
Yeah.
timing here.
Retake B is a struggle bus if you don't already have market. So this is a good spot for him to be. But if he's in transition and caught out, that will spell disaster. Oh, did he see the foot raise and headshot onto Zaki? Now the bomb plant's denied. 15 seconds for Kells to try to salvage something out of this last round. Might as well give it a try, but swing into Triton. Swing and a miss. Triton lands the headshot, and so 6-9 we go. A pretty nice half.
Yeah, nice recovery from the
top of-
CTs. This is still a very doable half. Zaki B and Alexei have been the 2 top performers on the other team. But we'll see if they can continue their success now that they're on T side.
We'll see. Alright, they bought util for the A hit. Is this triple smokes? No shot they also smoke CT. They do? But they don't smoke stairs. Interesting. Well, either way, out into A. And they've gotten an opening just falling apart through that jungle smoke. They lose one out. But I love the decision to push. One and done, no flash or anything for him, but they'll take that because they're in an advantage here. Superman on triple. He has a teammate there at default there to fight, and so he swings him and Party Otter combine. Superman will fall. Otter will fall. Zaki B, he's got 4. He's got 5. An ace clutch on the pistol round.
All headshots.
Amazing.
Who doesn't love a headshot USP ace plus the fuse?
And he has simple stickers on his M4. Nice. And a kill confirmed.
But even with that loss, T's are buying up, which I kind of like because get bomb plant, try to do something with it. But unfortunately, they don't have the util necessary to get up to mid. They might be able to.
Yeah. I mean, they've sort of just got to call a strat from here. Like, you've got enough smokes for Cat to go Con or Con to go Cat. That's about it.
Yeah, they might be able to make something if they can fight these MP9s at long range. Since there are 3 of them on the CT side.
Zaki continues his dominance, and Grill looking to assert
Oh!
dominance with his knife. Oh, poor Party Otter. Falls out of the round. Kami can get 1, but it's only after Zaki plucks Triton from the round. So
I
Kami has
do
to try
believe-
to 1-on-3.
I do believe Party Otter did indeed get hella timing.
Damn. It's rough.
See if Comet can find an opening.
Oh,
Back
did he see
into
the van
round.
player?
It doesn't seem like it. But Kels is not being aggressive, so he doesn't know that he's no
Oh, the
longer.
fact that he just made that audio, he could run to A. He's got bomb here, and now he's gonna sprint it.
And it doesn't seem like they can.
Do or die
Be
here,
there
but
in
if he
time?
sticks it, they're nowhere close. He made that audio cue on B, so they thought that that's where he was, but he
Oh.
stuck it close to Cat. Rest in peace, Kami. And good work, Grillmaster. A knife. And a finishing kill. Team LXA, they're pulling ahead.
Yeah, on the favor side. And unfortunately, even though they did get a plant, they didn't get it this round. So they're going to have to save once more. Oh! And Party Otter gets the dink through the wall with a deagle. Unfortunate.
Poor Party Otter, man. He's trying, but 2 rounds in a row, he just gets hit with stuff. Now, Zaki B, Navy, cleaning up. Leaving just Superman, who can get a kill. Even get out to plant. No way he gets a plant here. No. Okay. Well, I'd say this was a success in a 1-on-5. Obviously gonna die, but good work. Now they've gotta do something this next round.
RZK.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's
Okay.
RZK is.
Okay, that makes
I
sense.
get it now.
Hey, Bear, for telling me that.
I know who RZK is. All right. Thank you, Bear. Well, if RZK's team is gonna do it, they gotta do it now.
And this is another full buy round. I get to see what they want to do. They spread out on the map. It's a 2-1-2. And I think the Ds are honestly just hoping that the CTs walk into them. Which it might happen right here.
Ooh, trashy.
Who sees who first in the
I have
smoke?
RZK ready up close for Zaki. Now they fall apart. Kells is DC'd. Uh-oh. Perhaps they were just lagging a little, looking to reset the internet. So reset button is pretty much put on anything, and we're into a 2-on-2. Out here on A site. LXA is there to watch the cross. These Supermen go past, and Navy jumps up to get the double. This is nice. This is some nice shots. It's just clean.
And they had a positioning advantage there, but unfortunately they were not able to cover the bomb planter. SCT smoke can sometimes give a false sense of security when you're planning.
Mm-hmm. I'm always afraid to just jump up there, but it just works sometimes. Well, a lot of nades, but Trashy gets all the way out into Van. Mollied out, though. Has to
Oh,
jump up right into Kels's crosshair.
and that's communication and teamwork at its best. They saw the guy get out to Van, didn't panic, just said, "All right, if you want to stay in Van, I'm gonna maul you out." Teammate peeks the Van, jump up angle, easy peasy, and now we're into 3v5, excuse me.
Yeah, the Lurk died at the same time. Party Otter in Palace. Alright.
Oh.
I was about to like say something about Superman clutch, but no.
You don't believe?
Not when
That's
he's dead.
unfortunate. Now when he's dead. Well, they have about 3.5k. It is almost the last round, so I expect them to force here. And indeed, that's what's happening.
Beedly
Unfortunately,
doodly.
it just doesn't seem like they've been able to get an opening pick, and again, unsuccessful. Not a lot of help for Superman there when he's fighting an AWP in mid. Maybe. Oh, unfortunate.
I like that
Actually
angle.
doesn't expect the angle. There's so many cheese angles in Palace. Could be very difficult to cut. Clear.
Alright. Party Otter has picked up an AK. I was about to say he could be a hero, but instead he falls. RCK has gotten into window, and he will finish off that murder hole player, but Bomb are all the way in spawn. He's got a cross connector. Here's the scope. Swinging out into him. This flash is what facilitates the pick, but he's worried about spraying the box. And LXA's already gotten out of there. LXA and Navy the last two. Now he knows where they are, but
Oh,
fight not going his way. Navy getting that one. Team LXA looking for a dominant victory. Haven't dropped a single CT round yet.
yeah. I think if they had a bit more rounds to play with, they could probably figure out what they need to do to exploit the CT's defense. But it seems
They
they
have
haven't
the
really
air
found.
smoke, but no jungle smoke. This is real rough. Navy's gotten two before getting traded. Alex Stag, Nomad, they're all coming in to join on speed.
And
It
good
is
game.
truly flawless. Yeah, GG, well played. Zaki really a standout there. I liked Navy's rifling, and Alex got some crisp aim on the op.
Is there anything in particular you noticed, Kirby? I know you're observing, but
It's very
love
interesting
to
looking at
hear.
Grillmaster, how he had low damage and everything like that, but he had the most flash assists or effective flashes with 14.
Hmm,
Even though in CT side he was playing close A, so it seemed like he had his util down and he was able to wait out for his teammates to support him, which is good.
That's
nice.
good. Supporting his mid players with flashes, or supporting his T side with exec stuff.
hmm On the team that won it, their T side got a little rough at the end just because they're playing too loose and double opping and doing it over, and they got stuck. But
Yeah.
thankfully that happened only later in the half for them. Okay, we're back.
Hey, we're back. And they're going B. Team Matoka really struggling.
But they did get an opening here, so.
Yeah.
I love Inferno, one of my favorite maps, and the best part of it is, I think there's a lot of different ways to play the map and be effective.
Coil. Thought that was gonna be a time. Instead, it's an A pop. They've got their timings down. Chance Cloud.
Oh,
A good feed. F5 Assassin Coil. They're all here on the feed. Piece turns a 5v3 into a 3v2. But then Euphoria, Cat, each of them getting their own. And so Assassin.
oh,
Was in a good spot, but instant headshot. Guess we can.
I don't know how to unmute him, so I don't know who this dude is.
Can we not unmute in? Oh no.
I guess you can if you're.
In GoTV. Let's see. Which team is this?
Tisa.
Matoka.
Matooka.
Matoka Artax.
Oh,
Artax is their name. ARTAX. Okay, Z's got one on his 5.7. He's been cracking that weapon.
traded.
You know. Cracking a spray pattern on the 5.7, which I swear exists. Some people just spam it and make it work. And Cloud, up on the side, him and Coil. Only one so far, but that's an AK picked up. One that's likely gonna look to save, being swung on Matoaka.
And, you know, ending the half 10-5 would not be a bad result.
I mean, for how this started, whew.
And they, both teams have an up. I think
They're
is
coming deep quick. That is an alternate top banana molly. Kowalski shuts down Chance. They're in mid, and now they've grouped up B, and they're just ready to go. Only one player here on the anchor. Coil rotating over to just peer through CT, but he's gonna get smoked right on off. Molly's in front. They should have smokes to deal with this Molly. Big Z putting his silencer back on as he fights right out into it, but goes down. Smoke revealing Coil's position, but he's gone through it. First on his silenced M4, but that is all she wrote for Coil. And so Elite Bulldog wants to continue the story. He's here at Here at Coffins, excuse me. Mixing up my C words. Hearing in, doesn't see anyone pool, but there is a player that's close.
Oh.
One dark, one new, they all swing together. And 5 on the board. Team Matoaka, led by their captain, getting a little bit back into this one. This next half, I mean, this next pistol can decide whether we start to tie it up or if Big Z's team will sort of run away with it. This is an interesting pistol. Is that a arch smoke? Or a B smoke to fake him? That was a B smoke to fake him out. They have not rotated because they hear all of these steps. Toka's up a little bit late though. Decent HE damage, but he's out in the open with no armor. Shut down immediately. Danny is up close. Nice tap on the P2000, but only one. Oh, I was gonna say gives up A, but they're still fighting. Kowalski. Ooh.
Kowalski killed all 3.
Damn. Analysis complete. That's a good bind. Kind of like seeing text chat.
Wonder what the T's response will be on their gun round, considering Inferno is one of
Alright.
those maps that you need to take control before you start executing, because CTs really are going to stack certain areas or hold choke points just like this with not a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a massacre through that smoke. They just had to run on through. Gave it a try. Ended up falling. Chance up
Oh,
close gets his one. That's 2 kills. That's okay for pistols. And now they should be able to buy. Barring Big Z, who's looking like he wants to go the paternal route and just have deagles and gun rounds.
this should be a pretty big round for both these teams.
Should be. Yeah, Tech 9 for him. I mean, entering, that'll work.
Sometimes
Assuming
the
they're just
tech,
going to call a team somewhere. Call sort of an out-of-spawn move.
sometimes the tech is more powerful, more agile than any rifle, especially since if you get close enough, you can still one tap someone.
Yeah, that's... Honestly, I kind of don't like that part of the tech whenever anyone's close to me. But if I'm, like, right next to someone and I'm like, oh yeah, tech.
And the way they changed the gun to be more about tapping, I think it's actually a pretty good gun. It's one of my favorites to buy on a low buy. But here we go. We're into it. And it looks like a straight default.
Looks like it. Danny will drop a close smoke and play a one-way. One-way right side. First Eagle headshot. He's sticking around. This is dangerous, and it'll cost him his life. Allows Big Z to even pick up the rifle from a fallen teammate, but I like that use of the one-way. Showing some creativity. Loud
No.
swings out of apps. Immediately takes the fight. Now they even know there's a second person back sight. Gonna just follow Euphoria straight out of there. And Z has the trade. Now the bomb planted. Toika and Toes should not be able to get into this one. And
Yeah, that looks like a
back
straight
off and
save.
save.
Even with that opening kill,
Yo, Matoika's got a
fortunate.
sick knife.
Who?
Matoika.
Motoka. Oh,
They have
I
like
do.
one of my
Like the
favorite knives. Skeleton knife. Slaughter. Really clean.
What I was gonna say about that round is, even though Danny got the opening kill, unfortunately he was unable to fall back, and it kind of negated the pressure of playing a 4v5. Since he was traded fairly quickly, he did get damage through, but
You can tell that they are in mid/alt mid. They are going to basically always be doing that. So, didn't grab enough for the team on that play to entirely justify it, but first shot still was nice. Maybe he could have just ran back. See where it goes. Maybe he just keeps throwing that smoke now so that they have to respect it.
yeah, be the best way to play it.
Insta smoke on the molly, and they are up half wall. He is just in their face with Assassin. He assassinates Matoika. Welski gonna burn his smoke up close. They burn 2 smokes. That's a lot of util and a lot of players drawn over. Slip in the net.
Oh,
Into the back line is Chance, but he is shut out. So Danny
he's gonna
has
have to
gotta
come up
just solo
big.
this site. But not clearing him out of the corner of his eye. Nice adjustment. Assassin through the smoke. And this is where we've got another save.
Yeah, unfortunately, they did have a good setup to stop that B rush even after they lost a player. But when you commit 3 players to B, that does leave gaps, and Chance was able to, even though he goes down and doesn't get a kill, he's able to delay the rotate back to A, and Danny was really just left alone on an island to practically 1v4 there, which is not an easy task for anyone.
Oh no. Alright. From here, Z and his squad might run away with it.
Oh,
But
getting a few exit
Team
kills
Matoka's still got something left in him.
should keep the T economy relatively honest. They're still pretty wealthy and won't need to buy even if they lose this round, but this round can be pretty doable considering that they still have 3 guns up.
He just bullies his way up brackets, getting shot in the back. Thinking that Archie is clear. Cloud can at least trade 1, but going down, it puts him at a disadvantage. They were overzealous on that first fight, but now they want more fights to make up for it. Coil all the way there in short. He's going to fall off, and the CT is stuck 2-2. It gets awkward, but so much information. They are heard running there up mid. So an A stack should become inevitable. I love the close position there at CT from Matoaka. Ready for any kind of wrap. Well, they just play a double short side setup. There's the arch flash as they swing out, and they might realize the wrap is open, but it's being covered this entire time. Instead, they're going to try to wrap A. Kowalski first contact. Tags up Bulldog. Assassin right next to him. He finishes him, running out of ammo, but Euphoria can cover, and so Bulldog has to clutch it out with 11-8. Has the bomb, has 30 seconds, and a player in pit that he knows about, 2 more that he can hear coming in arches. It's all about who peeks first. They're creeping up, and a clean 1 dig puts Team Matoaka back on the board.
Just good team play there. Kowalski and the pit player playing off each other, getting info, not overcommitting to a kill they don't need to get just yet, and surviving there at the end. In pit was key to make sure.
Yeah, and then Artak's the one that hits that Beagle shot. The one who just happens to be muted in game. Whoop.
Hopefully he's not muted in the Discord.
Yeah, hopefully.
So the communication should still be flowing.
Everyone knows the comm should be flowing.
I like the idea there from Kowalski, forcing him all in. Out.
That Molly gets punished. Kowalski 1 has to swap to his USP, but Bulldog out of ammo means he can finish him, and just Big Z here in apps, wondering where it all went wrong. Gets a pick. They're behind him, and Matoaka on the swing. I thought he was gonna wallbang him.
Yeah, it looked pretty close, but maybe it needed to spray a little lower. But again, it looks like the T's... I think they should do is make sure that they can take banana control, and then they can try taking brackets. But let's see if they have the util knowledge to do so.
Ooh, Molly's at half wall. The HE's clear out sandbags, and we're left with a stalemate here.
That's a trade of utility. And we'll see if Big Z's able to get an opening.
I'll just run all the way up. Matoaka playing there in second orange. Getting the kill. There's jumped off. I'm gonna wait.
Unfortunately,
Their time and have some util.
He ran in by himself and not a lot of supporting utility, the rest of the team. Maybe there was a miscommunication as to what was supposed to happen there. But that
With
gives
one
this...
flash, I think they just pop somewhere. Maybe a B pop?
Yeah. Unless he gets something here, I think you're right.
Ooh. I'd kind of like to see him pop and go for a pick. Assassin's doing just that on the pick end of things, and They're looking to split B. Kowalski
Oh,
running out, shot in the head. Just kidding. It's an A ramp. The B guy is just a distraction. But a distraction that they are comfortable to ignore because bomb is on arches. Assassin can't even find where Matoaka is. And double digits gained. 10 to 12. Things are gonna get kind of close.
it's looking a little bit like that. The T's are struggling to find, I think, direction of where they want to go. Maybe they get a pick here or there, but it seems like something's being lost in translation.
Well, Matoaka. It's not lost. Instead, he has found 2 kills. They even smoke out this bottom banana. Forcing instead the fight to be over at Arches, but Z can at least win his fight. Winning one is pretty darn nice. An Assassin winning that one is very clean, very satisfying. Leaves the 2 B players really, either they rotate all the way back through CT or they push. He's cognizant of that, slowly walking back up here. I'm surprised that they've just left 1 pit player. Not ready for Matoaka, no. And the double stack isn't even going to get found out. Perhaps they're worried about an arch wrap, and so they decide to not even run that direction. But in reality, Bulldog is still just at brackets.
Yeah, and he might find a timing.
He might. Just walking around Arch. If he wraps A, it's a smart decision.
Well,
But the
Danny
flash
should
gives him
know.
away. And they should be aware. Now very aware. Danny gonna molly sight, a tap on the bomb, and swing close. Dan, the pit player, to get it. It's Team Matoaka. Beat out the Deagles. Get themselves 11. If they win this gun round, they have 12, perhaps even 13. This is where Big Z's squad have got to step it up. Z's been fragging out early. He's been able to sort of grab one in a lot of tough situations, but together is how they have to win it out.
Now it looks like they're giving up banana for now. I'd like to see them retake it, because otherwise this gives these a lot of information and the ability to actually rotate off, because they have deep banana control. But just a slow default.
Okay. Slow default into what? What do we think will get them?
It looks like they're gonna try for probably a Hall's lane split. That's what I would assume.
Okay. I mean, they've been able to get arches before. So I'm down for that kind of call. And Halls isn't something that they have done a ton. They don't even bite on that flash ass, which is kind of nice. And 2 players still kept to B means that yes, banana control is in their hands. Doesn't really mean much with the low util of the A players and no one else rotating in to help them. Though before the arch smoke even blooms, Kowalski's gotten a pick and ran away. Now they're into sight, they're playing it together. Assassin, a good flick, but he is worried about pit, position that they have already rotated out of. Matoaka, Cat, Danny, all of them fragging together. And that sequence leads us to the ever coveted tie,
Just
12 to 12.
no ground taken. Like, yeah, they have apps. They kind of took bracket, but actually entering site, having the supporting util, making sure the CTs are blind, that step is kind of missing here. And I'm not sure if that's because maybe some players don't know the util, or maybe it's not even being asked for. But I think that's contributing to the T-sided stagnation on this half, because they're just playing for picks. But unfortunately, they're not getting whole lot of undisciplined pushes from the CT side.
Yeah. I like the
But we might
discipline. I
see that
like
change.
Matoka getting up close with an offer to support him. It's just it's their willingness to play together that's really nice, though. Going it alone is what might cause him to fall like that. The trade imminent, though.
I like
Good work.
Danny's peek in the hall, but then I didn't love the push. But quick refrag, and we're into 4v3. Can they get past Kowalski's scope? Doesn't seem like it.
One. Finally smoked him, though. That's important. Now they just have to fight coffins or fight through this one. Walking on in, they know that the reposition has to be coming. Assassin shoots him in the back, but not before Kowalski's taking his own teammate. Yeah, now Assassin looking the wrong way. It means Chance Cloud has to clutch. He's already here late to the site, late to the party with an op holding him. How does he even get this bomb down? Instead, just fight, maybe take a body with him, but no. Falls to Euphoria, and Team Matoaka keep the streak going. They've taken the lead for the first time in, well, since we've been watching this game.
Yeah, I think you bring up the scoreboard, you'll see a string of blue. And thank you to Kirby for doing that. Just 6 rounds where they just haven't been able to get an opening pick that makes sense for them to exec on a site. It's just been slow defaults. I think they really need to change either the pace that they're playing or maybe the final destination of where they're going.
Ooh.
And Z tries to change the pace, but perhaps another smoke or a flash would have been able to get that control. And now we're back to the slow creep. Unfortunate Assassin peeks into a rarely seen double CT setup. Double scopes, an op and an og, staring at you.
I like
What are
the
you
way
supposed
they're
to
playing
do?
together, though.
Yes. Love to see that.
Clears it, but not before Chance clear his head. Whew. Gone from this round, and it makes things a little bit tougher. The art trap again possible. They're playing a double short setup, but I like the fact that they're doing this. It gives them an option here. They just need to be cognizant of the wrap around arch. One person up boiler, out of boiler, opt out of the round, and now the 1-2 punch is coming because Euphoria is here as well. But now smartly he backs up. I love the setup they're playing. This sort of crossfire now he even keeps in.
Oh.
And the final kill found with the op. Matoaka's squad. They've turned this around.
Yeah, it's just the T side got 2 rounds and haven't really seen even that close of a round. I would say since a lot of these rounds come down to advantageous numbers for them. A nice flash, good damage. Oh, he gets one for the smoke anyways. But
finished off a good trade, but so much damage and knowledge that they're in banana leads Cat to confidently peek in, taking out Chance Cloud. Now they just have to come through the smoke, but Big Z fast enough, already ready, though the double HE puts him alone. He had to clutch that one out alone, and instead gonna fall.
An HE of destiny. Those are the best kind of feeling. You don't even need to see.
That was beautiful. Double kill, just boom. Takes him out of the round. Dunk them into this next one where they've got an awkward bye. Barely enough util to get some map control, let alone execs. Looks like they're just going to go for an A hit. And line things up together. They're going through a bracket. Full speed ahead, right into Danny. He's out of the round. Kowalski's gotten one back. He's going to fall back. now decides to re-peek, realizing he wants info on whether they're arches, but they're already all the way up through. Spotted out by this op, but they are the only player even close to B, as Matoaka has wrapped all the way through mid.
Cat's
Cat,
positioning is really important here.
really important. He's the info. If they smoke him, if they flash him, this entire round could go south, but instead, right now, they're looking to be pretty great. Assassin, oh no, he's run right past him. Let's go with that walk key at just the wrong time. Yes, Bulldog can get one. That's all that he'll find. Coil left alive. Spot a kill. That's at least something. 1 versus 2. Thinking that one could be in library, just going to smoke that off and wrap back around. He has an idea of Matoaka's position, but not there on the headshot. Instead, Team Matoaka cleaning it up here at the end to win it out. A beautiful comeback, being down 13 to, or being down, what was
5
that?
to 10. Well, it was 10 to 2.
10 to 2.
When we joined.
Oh man, 8 to 0, the worst spot they'd been in. Impressive.
Yeah. But at the end, it really felt like they figured out what they wanted to do on CT side. And unfortunately for the T's, they weren't really able to find a plan that worked for them. Maybe work together. But sometimes that's how it is.
Yep. Audio's still live, but I just kind of wanted to comment how on T side there in that second half, the T's never really got banana control round to round. It was either a bunch of guys rushing it up and getting control or nothing at all. And
It's either one or the other. Yeah.
And Big Z was getting super frustrated, I feel like, because he was up
He
in
seemed to
apps
take a lot of fights
instantly
there.
and getting so much space for his team, and then they never really did anything with it. Like there was
Yeah,
rounds where he was in window room apps, and there's a dude in T-spawn watching the window.
Yeah, doesn't seem like a lot of cohesion or communication. So perhaps some of those rounds he's just trying to make something happen and no support. But again, it's the name of the game sometimes when you're playing a pug, and especially in these kind of 10-mans where we don't expect to see a whole lot of team play. A lot of it is just individual play. But it was nice to see a pretty clean comeback.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now,
pretty clean indeed.
The A stream is done. So we have free reign on whatever matches we want to watch.
You want to do one more? Or you want to finish here?
I'd be okay with one more. Because we still have 17 viewers.
Let's go.
Look for an elite game? Look for a...
So, an elite game just started, I believe.
Correct.
So that might be a good one.
Let me send this your way.
Now, there's some characters that we've already seen before in this elite game.
That's what I love to see. See if they've learned from their lessons, yeah?
Yeah, we can hope. We can really hope. The people I kind of want to see, though, is Shanty and Dova and Dark Potato. Because these guys are people we haven't seen yet.
I see.
Yeah, who knows how they'll perform? What kind of stuff they'll bring? Maybe
Their
something
stats
unique.
Are saying that they're going to be pretty good though. So.
Ooh. I mean, I always look at stats.
Well, especially on Mirage, it will be more puggy and individual. So I feel like that's kind of a good thing to keep in mind.
Everybody loves Mirage.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but...
Well, everybody loves to ban to Mirage.
Please wait for broadcast to start. So we're going to keep it on this BRB screen for a moment.
Yeah, we're just chilling. We're vibing. Game's so fresh that the GoTV delay hasn't even caught up.
Yep. Chat. Are there any players that have stood out to you so far for everyone watching and paying attention? Anyone you want to keep highlighted throughout the combines? Or casters. pecan Fuffy.
Let me go pull up my scout sheet. I want to see more scout pack 151.
I don't think I've made a list or anything like that. I'm just
Yeah,
just enjoying.
I think we might get some more Zachy B. He was clean.
Alright, from this specific game, I do think it'd be interesting to see the players I haven't seen. So Dark Potato, Dova. I don't think I've seen Gopher, excuse me, and Howie Meister. So
Go for a
probably
major
the-
player? Or a challenger player? I think he might be.
I don't know.
They might
He
have
might have been on the edge.
jumped up because they needed extra people.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
And I see also one of the people played with last season when I was subbing, Mr. Nuts or A. Lamau.
He's pretty good. Andrew's pretty solid.
I really like Andrew, really nice guy, and pretty okay at the game. So it'll be fun to watch him as well. But it looks like we're getting into it. Into the knife.
Ooh.
We know the knife
Ooh.
strategies. Alright. Is it always necessary to win the knife round
No.
in a
It's
pug?
always no, it's not. I lose knife
No.
rounds every game.
I think it helps, but
Does it make you feel bad before you even start a pug? I'm especially talking like pugs, like basic pugs.
That's
If
why you
you
gotta
lose the
just laugh
knife.
it off.
Or do you guys not care?
I
Because I know some people that they're it off the beat, you know.
Oh,
but-
this is a 1v3 by the way.
Oh, he can write them all though.
Yeah,
Oh!
what is this?
He can write them
And-
all. That's two.
He's
This
adding
would be a
5
knife
kills to his
ace.
stat track, man.
This
That's
could be,
nice.
but oh,
The double left. I kind of like that. Using the longer range to his advantage.
yeah. Agreed, Zachy B. Oh, unfortunate.
Poor Zachy.
You know, knife rounds, sometimes they're just the sign that you're gonna win the game. Or
It's
even
really
if you
just
lose.
CT side start rounds.
Yeah. But
and
we'll
how
see.
this meta started
Yeah,
going.
sometimes it's better to start team, you know?
Sometimes. You know, honestly, if you're gonna make a comeback, I'd rather make it on that CT side. Because like on T side, a lot of the initiative is on you. Side, like if you got confidence, the other team just sort of gets shut out.
It looks like Team A Lameo, but I'm just
Hey,
gonna say Mao,
Lameo.
is going to be the T side. And what do you think the call here is? A little rush B? Looks like a lot of people looking toward B. It looks
Split.
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 Oh,
Double underpass lurk?
underpass.
3 palace? I mean, I kind of like this.
Might be palace pop with the underpass coming late.
Oh, but they fast boost into apps.
I
they're
kind of
ready
like
for
both
B,
of what
but
these teams are
instead-
doing. They have the info on the underpass, guys. They should know. Beware of the apps. Oh, unfortunately, he's
Swing. Thing is,
stuck
the
on
jungle
tick.
player's dead, so all they really have is CT control and A man control, which is enough to hold an after plant. But is their manpower enough to get this one? Because they're hemorrhaging picks. RZK up close, can't find any, and LXA on the other hand, also falling. Both 3-letter acronyms. They go down, and Dark Potato says, "Hey, move! I have kit."
Give me those R dubs.
You really wanted that diffuse MVP.
Well, I like the strategy. Fortunately, it didn't work out. But they did get bomb plant, and this lets them force into this round.
Ooh. Think they have an advanced strat here? Oh, it's a default. Shit.
That's an advanced strat. Some people don't know how to run a default.
Thought
you
they
know?
were gonna like pull a pocket strat or something, but because it depends how much util you think the other team's grabbed. They've still got plenty of smokes and mollies that they can burn. Andrew gets burned out of mid. Oh, Meister.
And unfortunately, they're running a default, but CTs are able to take more control. V8 Oh,
Oh.
and Howie both go down, and now it's a 3v3. This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, you kind of want to send the lit player first. There. An info
Oh,
jump like that. Dova getting that kill. That's Palace under lock and key, and it means that A site is pretty open. But D site, they might just know that there's only one player there on Cat. They could try to turn it, but instead just walking out A. Chanty cannot find it. Not get that frag, and Dova, nice crispy headshot out of Palace.
and even with the double kill out of the window, they recover nicely. And I
Very
expect
nice.
one more save, and then we'll see our first gun round. Maybe. Some of them
Maybe.
bought a little bit more, but that's alright.
You know, maybe they don't want util next round. Maybe they plan to do a rush B no stop. They just need one smoke for Molly.
Just run through them all at that point, right?
Alright, Dova, Potato, everybody cleaning up. They're like, eco frags? Ooh, I want some. And Alexei is just sort of spinning in circles. Honestly, I love the picture of that dog.
Is that
Shared
your
on profile
is
pictures
that your
everywhere.
profile picture at one
It is
point?
not.
Bucket hat Doge.
It's not, even though I see it everywhere and I love it.
Well, Alexei expect Gopher, and he does.
Rest in peace. Now he's doing his B-hop practice. Well, he knows he's got the eyes of the stream on him. Oh, he deeged him so hard. He's gone.
He was definitely lagging. That's why he got one dig. So
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's just gotta go reset.
it's just unfortunate. And I hope to see pause coming in here soon, so we can have
Hopefully.
a proper 5v5 on the first gun round.
Oh, there we go. Took him a moment.
So what's your play here? You have what do you think you would do?
Not great. I think you run an A hit and you take CT because they've been able to take CT on their previous A hits.
Okay.
And then you run the after plant from there.
So would you do it off the spawn? Let's get in position, smoke up 140.
I might mid nade first and like send one or two there to put some pressure. If you draw the
man
connector guy's
joins
attention.
and another leaves.
RZK gone. Goodbye.
Game crashed.
You will be missed. Wait,
Yeah,
it
this
just
is
straight up crashed. WTF, lol, that sucks. The plan's all coming together.
I expect a pretty decent round here, even though V's on an MP9. He still has a full util. Ian has a Deeg in case he wants to switch to that. That's still one shot. Headshot. Unfortunately, looks like RZK will not have head armor because of his crash. But still a robust buy from both teams.
Alright. B's looking like the destination. Zaki flashed through beautiful. I love that. I love that instance of team play. Chanti, though, searching out a pick in mid, gonna find it. Dark Potato, the fact that he's made that contact on B means that they're ready for some kind of exec, which might make the T's rethink things. The CTs still have an even spread, so they can go where they want. Dark Potato playing back, ready for a fight. RZK takes his fight and loses it. Dark Potato looking lovely as this B anchor. Just Shantae left. He's the one player who's found a pick for his team before, but now he falls. Deagle.
Yeah, and I really wish we could have seen an exec there, but unfortunately, they go back to the default. It still isn't quite working, and be interested to see what their solution is, since they're on another save.
Howie making contact in mid, and he hits the flick. A little bit of shaky aim, looking kind of like simple. The little shake he does after all those flick kills. Now he's fighting up close. Dark Potato actually gonna lose his life. Howie,
Oh,
he gets over aggressive. Dova could be the one to claw things back, but they're just not gonna fight him for a little bit. Gonna instead just bring this bomb into B. Mr. Nut Andrew just looking around for anyone overzealous, not gonna find him, so he just covers his teammate on the bomb plant. It's him and LXA in the 2-on-2 clutch. Got one smoke, could choose to burn it somewhere. That means that that gun is out of play.
oh,
He wants to keep it in play for as long as possible. The problem is that he goes down. Leaves LXA in this clutch, but
still a winnable round. They have util.
very. Oh, LXA, he hears the footsteps to the side, but Dova's quicker. Dova just diving right into that fight. I am surprised at the speed that he went at it. LXA is sort of trying to read that Cat would be the main brunt of the attack, but instead, Dova takes plenty of time to whip back around through market. And so Team Dark Potato, they've got 5-0. LXA gonna search mid.
And
Hoping
this time it looks like they're doing what we asked for, a little mid aggression and into an A execute. Hopefully they hit all their smokes.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the fact that they're going to be smoking CT and possibly not able to take that control afterwards, but either way, here it comes. Nades flying left and right, a mid-sized smoke defensive, and Howie actually opening straight through the jungle smoke. Basically every single CT is already here. They're all walking out into RZK's crosshair. He's gotten 3, leaving Zaki in an actually winnable situation as he headshots Vi and go for the one who was tucked here in Ninja. Now has the 1v1 that he loses.
And he stops the streak at 5.
Oh, beautiful shots. I love that from RZK, just hitting him one by one with those headshots. And then Zaki, crisp and clean shots of his own, the two of them together. That was Zaki's first 2 kills of this whole game. And it's a very important 2K.
Like we're all back.
All right. Everybody's back. And it's time. It's gamer time. I'm doing ASMR on my mic. 'Cause I don't have a mic stand right now, so I'm just sort of holding it. So like I can go like really close to the mic.
Oh no, I don't know if I like that.
All right. We'll talk at a reasonable distance. He's looked to
Well, I
close
like
the
it, but-
distance.
I prefer you do that in private. You know?
Oh, okay. Dark Potato evens it up. Potato has been an amazing B anchor. I've loved him there. Dova over the smoke. Zaki B is gone. RZK is still alive, so I wouldn't count anything out. But it's kind of tough in this situation. Dova looks at a con just the right time. LXA found there on chair, and RZK late to the party here in mid 1v4 to try to win. It's ahead of a con player. He's gonna get a nade dunked in his face. Back up, reset. Maybe take a bit of a breather before next round, because Team Dark Potato are right back into their winning ways.
Yeah, just another. They get into mid, but it seems like they're getting caught on timings. Just not able to. Really, the only successful round they've had was that A execute. Their defaults just have not worked for them. So I wonder if they'll go back to something maybe faster this round, especially since it should be a low buy or a force.
The low buy force, we'll call it that.
Yeah, no one AK, and it looks the usual suspects are lining up.
Triple smokes A. Perhaps this time they actually get out fast enough to not get wrecked by a massive amount of CT rotates. Ooh, the connector player. Dova's actually dove into underpass. Now that they hear the nades, they're going to come back out, but it's all on Gopher to try to survive here in underpass. How he's swinging through the smoke. He's going to go down through it. Gopher's fallen in the meanwhile, and the site belongs to the T's. There are still players here to fight. But fights are exactly what they want. The pickup through the smoke means that the CTs have a little bit of stock coming into this one. They do
Nova with the skill
util.
check ESP spray.
They've got util spots ahead. Nova seeing him. Dark Potato finishing him. The problem is that Zaki being a nuisance around that triple makes plenty of space for RZK to just swing and get the headshot. And so, Team A LeMayo, Andrew's squad, they've doubled their round count. 2 to 6 now.
On rounds.
This is where it gets interesting.
Where it was an A execute. So, looks like they're going back to their default. But
alright, why does Dark Potato have the A4?
the A4 to some people is better. You know?
Okay, you know what?
I'm not an
won't
A4
question it
user,
too much. I'm okay
but-
with the A4. It's just like A1S feels so broken right now. They pinned a player.
They
They're
know
by
he's
that
there.
single box, and they molly him out. He's
Oh.
jumping, trying to get out of it, and instead he'll burn to death. Thing is in the meanwhile, Mr. making me nut with these headshots. Bomb's still down in spawn, but all they've got to do is collect it, regroup, and hit either site because it's just a 1-1 split right now. LXA a little, some might say overzealous, but I think we would say he's just guaranteeing the win. Zaki with the final kill.
And they
3 to
finally
6,
get
not
their
looking so bad.
default round win. And I think that was really off of Shanti, even though he didn't get the kill there. Just staying alive, taking a lot of attention. Top mid, saying, "Hey guys, I'm here, but you guys can't quite kill me unless you're willing to commit." And as soon as they committed, Mr. Nut Andrew himself was there to punish.
Whew. Well, it's a rush, and it is a spray down. RZK farming it up a little bit. Shanti wants it, but instead, it'll be Zaki.
And all of a sudden,
frags upgrading to Deegs, and yeah, it's real close.
from 5-0 to 6-4. So pretty good comeback from the T's.
Awkward aim and smoke still has a gap, but no one should cross this to give LXA the shot. In the meanwhile, a lack of mid presence means that they've stacked it more to 2-2 on sites, leaving Howie to just sort of jiggle it, spot it out. He's not going to spot anyone.
They're doing slow mid control now. CTs don't have a lot of information, even though they know they're not in mid, like all the way up.
Yeah, their lack of Molotovs concerns me a bit. But I think Dark Potato will use this smoke a lot more defensively if he spots a player. If he spots some kind of exec. Yeah, now he's just ready to defensive smoke there. Instead getting flashed in. A lovely flash, but the fact that he sticks around for the fight means he's going to lose it. is finally on. The impenetrable barrier of Dark Potato is shattered, but now Vi is here to pick up where he left off. A 2K, Howie's rotated from mid, and Zachy B is left to attempt a clutch that seems unwinnable. Such low HP. He's going to need clean headshots on these last two. Instead, it's barely even him. Dova trying to come up close. Is Zach aware of it? He is. Beautiful shot. And Zachy B winning that one out. Amazing. Alright. Just wanted to take a moment to chill after that much chaos.
A lot of action. I can understand. And now the CTs are forced to eco. First time, I believe, this game.
Woo! Budova. A nice dig. Howie. They're all crossing cat. Now he's spamming through trying to find. Cannot. Nut got a kill.
V just holding
Before
his
getting traded, and now Vi, yeah.
spot.
He's up close. With a teammate to cover him. He hits a nice headshot before getting dunked down by that nade. Now that he's gone down, it's only Dova, but Dova has an AK. He might try to clutch it right back onto him.
Oh.
But RZK, quicker. Good headshot, and 6-6. After a good streak, the T's have found their stride. And now I don't know which way this game will swing. Alex Nate lines up a
Sometimes you just know the lineup.
I pushes a little too far. Gopher wants to go for something to get some info for his team. Gets punished, and now the default's working. Now the Dark Potatoes squad feel uncomfortable, as if they have to push in, they have to make individual plays. Default is just the perfect call. Cat player is gonna finish off Dova, and Dark Potato, captain of the squad, can get one. Gonna try to even rotate into a decent position to possibly even clutch this, but it's gonna be difficult. His run by is heard, even being flanked. He tries to spam this bomb planter. Shouldn't be a big deal. He's cognizant of it. Knows how smart of a player he is, but Chante gonna headshot him quicker.
And now T's pull in front. Teammate A Lamau. Force Dark Potato back on a pretty low buy. Probably should have been even lower.
LXA, he's confident. His opping style is just to take fights.
Oh,
And I kind of like it, but I kind of don't like that when there's no flash, you just get bopped like that. 2 dig shots and he's down, a flash in. Nice team play, but it's only going to net the map control, not a pick. Dark Potato continues to creep. Absolutely creep on up connector. RZK, Andrew together, finishing him off. And Team Dark Potato might be locked only at these 6 rounds if they cannot turn it around here. This is to see whether we get a very close half or if the story of the comeback continues for Mr. Nut and his squad.
yeah, and it's pretty
That's a
impressive.
flash.
They figured out a way to not only win and their defaults, but punish them for even playing their standard spots. And
Howie
Yeah,
looking
but-
like a very flicky opera, matching LXA in his pace. Sniping him out of mid here. Andrew gonna look for something back. The window fight not being gifted to him. Howie instead worried a bit more about supporting this A player, because he's got a teammate over towards ladder, is that? Yes. Vi sits there in ladder to sort of lock things down. They've got a great overall setup. As long as no one peeks above their pay grade. Just stay alive. Dark Potato going down. There it is. Okay, that is a B pick. That is something we have not seen them get very often, and now they actually have into the site. The problem is, Vi has gotten up Cat in the meanwhile, and he hears him. He hears him coming through, coming out. Bomb delivered on a silver platter, but he's not ready for someone in bench. 2 versus 2 ensues. Dova up in market. His teammate coming Cat. He's just ready to jump right out this window. Instead, waiting in the smoke. As it fades, he finds Chante first, but Chante headshots him quicker. Howie, the last one left, getting pounded with flashes. RZK tucked up close. Did he see that gun barrel? He is ready for a peek, but as he tries to push forward, shot in the head, and a beautiful comeback. 8 rounds in a row. Team A LeMayo.
A really solid run back.
They're in the lead now, yeah.
In the lead, and if they get this pistol, this could be actually a pretty lopsided game.
I mean, perhaps they have a slow start to this half like they did last half. That's what Dark Potato has to hope.
Have 2 smokes. Looks like maybe right side smokes and A exec. But they don't have anyone in Palace.
I'm a big fan of right side smokes when you have Palace players, because CT is a hard angle to deal with the Palace run out, because you sort of have to be exposed as you're watching it. Instead, they're just running up A main, and it still works out. Dark Potato getting that pick. Yes, he will fall through the smoke. He was the bomb carrier as well. They can still get it down. They've still got CT control, even finished off that Palace player. Yeah, weeding out that flanker means that at this point you just set up a nasty crossfire. You've got A main, you've got CT, and they should have this round. I say should because
smoke and
the
flash
will hit.
On Andrew. You might be able to win by diffuser.
Shots they'll hit. Exactly. Lining it up. Smoke on the bomb, but shot through the smoke. There it is. Bomb diffuser down. Zaki up close. He needed to hit this one instantly, but instead it's Gopher. Grabs it, and they grab a 7th. Winning the pistol if they win this subsequent, I'm going to assume, forced by war. They might tie us 9-9. And then we'll really be talking. Then we really won't know where the game will head.
Well, it doesn't look like it's a force buy. So if we'll save by the CTs, they might just opt for that 3rd round buy.
Yeah, gonna be lacking things like an op on LXA or some extra util for some of these players. But 3rd round buy can be surprisingly scary, especially when the other team carries over a lot of their weapons from before. Aggressive Mac 10 of Dark Potato gets 2 in sight. RZK stuck up here, overlooking everything, but Dova swings in, cucks him out of that kill. Chante doing the fun little jump, just gonna hold CT because he knows they want to hunt. It's the last one left to find. Will Dark Potato grab this one as well? Jumping in, yes.
Jumping Mac 10 is the hardest thing to hit. It's
Gotta love it.
Hard to hold on to. But here's the buy, and the CT's buys
I hope they rush somewhere, because like
should be better than the T's.
Should be, but low util is awkward. Ooh, rough. They needed a flash or something to help him out. I'm gonna say if these Mac 10s get up close, they'll make it scary. Top connector smoke lined up. I believe that is. Could be a jungle one. I never know. I always hate lining things up in that area. The trees are always moving.
Yeah, that's
I'm always out the CT player.
It's a definite view model for me. You have to.
Yeah. With the CT player pushed back, they can try to take into A. The thing is, wherever they plant, they either need jungle/cat or CT. and both of those are still being held. Was that just a silent jump spot?
I think there's like a pixel
He
you can
jumped and then
get
slid
stuck
down on
on.
that
Yeah,
ledge.
there's
That
like
was
a
weird. Either way, they know where he is
esports ready
now.
game.
LXA knows where Dark Potato is. Finishing him off. Cat fight comes through, but Dova runs out of ammo. Now Gopher left with a MAC-10. Not much he can do. And they fall. Third round bye comes out victorious. Especially with the amount of MAC-10s that were carried over, though. There should definitely be a buyback.
Yeah, and they even have enough for an op on Dova, who is top fragging. Let's see if he's successful in getting a pick here. Looks like he's going for the ramp pick. They're not really giving him much. I wouldn't expect him to be able to get a kill here.
Alright, Dova gonna do an LXA impression. Except this time, hopefully not get traded after one. All the way up Tetris with this. They molly out an underbalk. The underbalk player, Dark Potato, looks like the only one that can even do that. Then things get scary. Molly into Palace. Forces him back, and Vi just shoots him down. Shantae, they don't expect him up close. Only one and done. Howie finished it. Dropping eyes. Only one left alive is Gopher. He's gonna need some frags. Now game name for him, but there's a top stair player staring down at him. And Zaki B gonna actually be the one to pick that up.
Yeah, just
Good work.
unfortunate that they couldn't find that opening pick on a ramp, and then once one domino fell, the entire setup for the T's actually kind of came undone. But it looks like a B rush at 5 smokes.
Full speed ahead. RCK locking it down. First, second, third out the smoke. 4, why not? Might even go for the ace. Dead.
Andrew steals it.
Andrew's there to pick it up. He pulls the taco in the cold Zera jumping double.
But a very clean anti-eco.
I think that's
And
hilarious. Someone posted a clip of Taco's POV in that play. And he's just like watching apps, kills one guy.
You know, that frag was important too.
It's very important. Good work, Taco. There's a little gap in that smoke. Chante not seen through it. As this fades, this is the fight that may or may not unlock the... Chante just cannot be looking the wrong way. He's gonna back up. Was his gun barrel seen? Oh, that is an important question that will be answered by how they play out the rest of this round. Vi up close making presence on B, but the A hit is where it's at. Up close, and no, Dova does not clear it. Howie instant on the trade. And now they've got to get bombed down quick before the rotates come through, because LXA is up CT. He has finished off one. Zaki with the shot right over that jump smoke. So Howie, Vi have to clutch it out. Now only Howie. He has fallen.
And just a bit of a spacing issue. It happens to the best of us. We could kind of tell everyone wanted... After that first kill, it was just extremely difficult to trade. LXA is able to get a kill, fall back, and there's no trade, no bomb plant, and things are looking a little scary for the T side. Really unable to get anything going. Oh.
Well,
And as I say that, get it, insta kill.
That was something going
that.
at least.
Con rush, get a trade. Oh,
Thought he was about to take fall damage there. Almost a yikers no scope onto RZK. 1-2. We're in a 2-on-2. Howie's even got a deagle. They're gonna slip through they're gonna slip through jungle. They're going into market. They have B. They have A open if they want. Problem is bomb is down though. That is real tough.
Wait,
Op out.
can VA do this with 1 HP and AWP?
His cross being held. I mean, maybe if he opts the cat player. Instead, the cat player has just gone away. And now he just needs to clear out Firebox. It's all on whether he even thinks to check this. Or whether he brings bomb B. Gonna wrap again. Straight through that murder hole. Straight out towards B. Gonna sprint it up. But now Andrew has heard him. Op out. Vi on the cross. He hits the shot. Beautiful. Now a one-on-one. Chante already lit up. The Tech 9 could even do this. He's got 4 in this round, looking for an ace. Only a 3K on the card for Chante. And Vi just jumps right past him. He's dodging bullets. He's Neo in the Matrix.
What
His invincibility
so
won't
close.
last long.
So close.
Oh, that was beautiful. The way that he played that one, like it was a little bit tough, the fact that he went so quick and his teammate couldn't join him. If they could have both just gone CT there, maybe they had a better chance, but through that tough situation, Vi continued to get kills. Almost an ace clutch. Close, but close won't win you games. And right now, it's looking instead like Andrew's team want to be the ones to come out on top, to be the ones to win this one out. Khan peaks so much damage. Howie go for both downs below a third of their HP. Now Andrew can peek out. A1S is just dumpstering people left and right. Alexei even playing with that smoke. Shot onto Howie Meister, and Chante pushes up for info. Everything going correct for the CTs, leaving only Dova. Perhaps he gets gifted a kill because the flash grenade was held in the hand of RZK. But instead, RZK on the swing will finish. That's 15 on the board. Team Dark Potatoes has got to turn it around now, where they're just going to have to respectfully bow out.
And this is going to be an interesting round. Mostly because Via has the op. She wasn't picking up until after that round. Looks like a run boost. Can Alexei hit it? Oh! Extremely difficult shot.
Difficult situation. As they get Alexei through a smoke. 3 kills instantly off of this mid control and an A pick. Gopher now pushing forward. He thinks one might be Khan. He thought correct. But soon his thinker is knocked right out of his skull. Saki.
Sometimes that happens when you think too hard, you know?
Sometimes. Brain just falls apart. Zaki might be one to bring him back into a interesting spot. Interesting it sure is, because it's fallen to one-on-one. RZK plants the bomb, swinging up close. Excuse me, RZK swinging him as Dark Potato plants the bomb, and Potato hits the shot.
And
my brain is falling apart.
6 rounds here to go. If they're able to bring it back to overtime, I would love to see it.
I would also love to see it. I don't know if we will see it, but I would love to.
Pretty scuffed by from the T's, even though they won that round. They did only have 1 alive. Oh.
Scout still works, though. Just send him with a rifle, tag people, and finish him off. Dynamic duo. Dark Potato even down here. An underpass, only the tag. Good trade,
instant
though.
trade. And a 3v3.
3v3. RZK looking for something. Not gifted anything. Vi. Oh, I thought that was through the smoke for a second, but no, it was instead from A. Shanti can at least get out and get both those players down. Dova left in a clutch.
Dova's gonna have to
they
go
had a Palace
big.
player the whole time.
They had a pretty good chance of winning the round. Unfortunately, hard to clear when you don't know.
I kind
Or
of
don't have any
Dova
map
goes
control.
A here, and I like it simply because B is much more obvious. But playing it safe are the CTs, just playing 1-1. And Dova's got to clear a lot of angles. Looking around. Not gonna see anyone.
Oh,
Here's the underbalk player, but Chauncey wins the duel anyways. Beautiful 3K from them. And a beautiful comeback into the W.
yeah, that was, I think, actually a pretty well played game by both sides at the end. You could see they had ideas, but unfortunately, when you lose that many CT sides around a map like Mirage, if the other team knows that they're doing it, it becomes pretty hard to play on T side. But
Yeah, it can
really
get a little
impressed,
difficult.
and I really was hoping VA was going to win that 1v X
Oh, that would have been
situation where he
so
got
cool.
4 kills, especially with 1 HP. But even if he didn't win it, that was still a really nice round by him. Well played.
Hmm. This last game has been so chaotic, I've been losing my voice.
Wow. That was actually a pretty
Whew.
good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Well, I guess we ended on a good note then.
Yeah, I think that was a perfect one for us to end on, boys, tonight. Thank you for watching the stream. Um, if you want to keep on chatting with people, stop by the Discord, say hi. I'm pretty sure there's a few channels that were watching it and chatting at the same time. And thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful night.